Good morning, guys. Welcome to another tea talk. This is the first tea talk I've done in a really long time. This was kind of supposed to be a series of things that didn't fit anywhere else on the channel. So I recently went for some job training. And so one of the activities in the job training was to find an object in the store that reflects us in some way as a person and to tell a story about that object. And that got me thinking, that's kind of a cool idea. So many of the things that I have read have stories associated with them or have shaped me in some way. So today I'm going to do a little bit of storytelling. The book that I want to start with is Alanna, The First Adventure by Tamora Pierce. So this I received when I was 9 or 10. I received it as a gift for my birthday and I ended up flying through this series. So this tells the story of Alanna. Alanna is from a set of twins. So there's herself and then there's her brother Tom. Tom is going off to be a knight and Alanna is supposed to go and be a lady, and neither of them wants the role that society has assigned for them. Because they look similar enough, they switch places. So Alanna goes to the palace in disguise to train to be a knight, and the adventure sort of goes from there. And I loved these. At this point, I'd mostly read things that were appropriate for kids. This was sort of the first jumping book. It was a bigger chapter book, and I got so sucked into this world. And I remember going to our local chapters, which is a bookstore here in Canada, and they had this junkyard dog program at the time, and so you collected stamps for every book you bought and eventually got a free one. And I remember collecting the stamps and working this. Can you see this collection in the shot? Oh, there's more up here. I've read this almost once a year since I was 10. I ended up purchasing a new copy because this copy is falling apart so badly. So because I'd read Alanna and started thinking about gender and the ways in which society puts pressures and expectations on gender, I started to look into feminism, and I ended up reading Full Frontal Feminism by Jessica Valenti. I read this in grade 10, I believe, because I had a really sexist, homophobic history teacher. I actually complained to the guidance counselors at our school, and they did nothing. They didn't care. So I made sure that every essay I wrote for him, it was on the topic, it was on history, but it was always with a feminist lens. That inspired the rest of my high school career, grade 11, grade 12. I was always looking at gender in literature, which is then what I ended up doing in university. I did double majors in women's studies and English, which eventually brought me to my grad school, my MA, where I did a master's in English. I did my master's on The Protector of the Small series, which is in the world of the Alanna series. My niche right now, my research interest, if I get to continue on, will be fantasy. I want to work in fantasy literature. I think fantasy has a lot of subversive potential, and I'm just so thankful to Alanna, The First Adventure, and Tamora Pierce in general for being such a huge part of my life. I hadn't realized until I told this story in the job training just how much sort of circles back to this book. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this storytelling idea, and if you're comfortable doing it, share a story with me about a book in your life. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!